welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia and I am a clothing reseller on websites like Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and pretty much anywhere you can sell clothing online. Today I am going to be coming at you with another what sold video. I did skip last week's video just because I got busy and some things came up, but we're back into it. So this is going to be April 12th through the 18th. And I counted sales on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. Those were the three platforms that I had sales on this last week. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I have my little handy dandy notebook right here. The first day that we are going to be doing is Monday, April 12th. The first thing to sell on Poshmark was a bundle sale, which I don't get too many of those. Let me know down below if you guys do. I used to get them a lot in the beginning, I think when my average sales price was a lot lower, but now I don't get too many bundles. So this was the first one in a while. So it's this, scoot over, put it right here. This pair of Under Armour gray leggings, Nightway Collections cutout jumpsuit, and women's striped linen shorts. I'll kind of have them looped as I'm talking. But this bundle sold for $60, and with $12 in fees, I made $48. The linen shorts were mine that I had bought that didn't fit, and then the Under Armour leggings and the Nightway Collections were two things that I had bought to specifically sell in my Poshmark closet. So the next thing that sold is this Riley & Crew raglan ski print dress. I saw this at the Goodwill and picked it up just because of the print. And I checked the brand before I left, but what caught me was the print because it was so pretty. And I think right before this, I had just sold a ModCloth deer print dress for like around $50. So I was really on the lookout for prints, knowing that they have the potential to do really well. So I sold this for $38 with a $7.60 fee. I made $30.40. And I think that cost me like $6 or $7 at Goodwill. This next thing I believe I picked up at the bins. It is a Levi's vintage trucker jean jacket. And this sold, I believe, on an offer for $30, and after $6 in fees, I made $24. I do believe this was a men's jacket, but I also believe it went out to a female, which, I mean, obviously it could be for like her boyfriend or whatever, but it was like pretty enough jacket where I feel like a woman could wear it too. It was kind of like unisex. Next platform that I had sales on that day was Mercari. I only had one sale over here, and it was this pink and blue floral lace back kimono. I sold this once and it got returned to me because I believe I told the seller that it was, oh no, that was a different kimono. Never mind. So this pink and blue floral lace back kimono is sold for $13 with a $1.98 fee. I made $11.02. When I was writing this stuff down, I realized that Mercari has significantly less fees than any of my other platforms, but it also tends to perform the worst for me. So that's really unfortunate. So the next day that we have sales is the 13th, and on Poshmark, I had this Nike blue logo active tank. I did pick this up potentially for myself, but knew that it was probably gonna end up on Poshmark. It sold for $14, and with a fee of $4.45, I made $9.55. The next one was a Tahari white linen button down. It sold for $20 with a fee of $6.46. I made $13.54. This one I had forever, and for some reason I keep picking up Tahari even though it does not sell. This I think was the first piece of Tahari that has ever sold for me, and I think I have like 3 or 4 more in my closet, so would not recommend that brand to pick up. The next platform that I had sales on this day was Mercari, and I had these Nike pink and black dry fit shorts. I had these forever for some reason. I had a family friend who gave me just like a bunch of clothes And I had probably like 10 pairs of these Nike shorts, and this was one of the last ones to sell, and it took like over a year to sell for some reason. So these sold for $15 with a fee of $2.24. I made $12.76. Had a sale on eBay this day. It was this entry pink New Tags lace dress. Also had this one for a while. It sold for $18 plus $6.99 shipping is what the buyer paid. Had a $3.46 fee, and shipping only cost me $4.20. I said in my last video, eBay kind of evens itself out with the shipping. Sometimes buyers pay more than they need, sometimes they pay less than they need. It just kind of depends. And for me, it all kind of evens out. So I made $17.33 on that dress. So the next day is the 15th. On Poshmark, I have this Bowden Francesca jersey dress floral print. This one was kind of worn. It had a little bit of wash wear. Probably shouldn't have picked it up. It sold for $20, and with a $4 fee, I made $16, and I probably paid about $6 or $7 for that dress, so not the best flip. I had an eBay sale, and it was a Soy Boo, I think, black and white strappy active dress. This brand I found out was sold at Target, so nothing super special by any means. It sold for $13 plus $5.99 shipping with a $3.14 fee plus $5.19 shipping. I made $10.66. Not the greatest flip either, but it got moved out. All right, on the 16th, I had these Born leather flats with a bow moccasin on them. They sold for $15 with a $3 fee. I made $12. These were in my closet for a long time, so I was very happy with a $15 offer. I picked up a bunch of Born shoes at the beginning of my reselling journey, and I will not be picking them up anymore. They just don't move very fast or for very much. The next thing to sell was this American Eagle purple knit zipper detail sweater. I feel like I get pretty good money for American Eagle. Sometimes it sits for a while, but it always ends up selling, and usually it ends up selling for about $20 or $25. So if you can get it really cheap, and if it's kind of more of a trendier piece, I would definitely say pick it up. I think one of the biggest categories in I use, if you guys haven't heard of it, it's a Seller Insight app, and it only works for Poshmark, and it basically breaks down like which brands you've sold the most of or made the most money from. And on my Seller Insight app, one of the top categories is American Eagle. I think a lot of that is because in the beginning of my reselling journey, I sold a lot of my own clothes, which was American Eagle, but I do end up getting a pretty good profit from it. So it sold for $20, the fee was $4, and I made $16 on that. The next thing to sell is this Princess Polly red wrap dress. It sold for $25 with a fee of $5. I made $20. I bought this in the beginning of my reselling journey from another Poshmark closet, hearing that Princess Polly was doing amazing. You could get so much money for it. And it sat for probably about a year, and it only sold for $25. So I would not recommend. The next thing to sell is this Vineyard Vines striped pullover. It sold for $25 with a fee of $5. I made $20. Probably could have held out for a higher price on this. I have another polo in my closet. I think we'll either see later that sold this last week. And it was just a polo, and it sold for, I think, around like the $40 mark. So definitely probably could have held out for more, but I think it sold within like a couple days of listing, so I was just moving stuff out. The next day that things sold is the 17th. On Poshmark, I have these brown classic unisex Crocs. They sold for $20 with a fee of $4. I made $16. I think I'm to the point where I'm only picking up Crocs at the bins now. I'm not gonna spend the money, the $5 or $6 on them at the Goodwill. I'll just pick them up at the bins. The next thing to sell was this denim chambray Francesca's dress. It sold for $20 with a fee of $6.46. I made $13.54. This one also sat for a while. I had bought it for me. I think I wore it like once or twice and then decided I didn't want it anymore. Here we go. The Vineyard Vines Performance Polo. It sold for $40. After a fee of $8, I made $32. So like I said, probably could have held out for more with that pullover, but I was happy with that sale for sure. The next thing to sell on Poshmark were these airy wide leg style sweatpants. They sold for $22 with a fee of $4.40. I made $17.60. These I had bought at a Goodwill for me. I wore them, I don't know, for probably 6 months and then realized that my sweatpant collection was getting quite out of control. So I went through my sweatpants and these were one of the ones that I decided to sell. They're kind of an interesting style. My fiance, anytime I wore them, called me Aladdin because I kind of had like that Aladdin type look, but they were really comfy. So whatever. The next platform that had sales that day was Mercari. I had this Juicy Couture burnout cardigan. This was like really nice for Juicy Couture. I didn't know they made things like this. I believe I picked it up at a Goodwill. It sold for $28 after a fee of $3.91. I made $24.09. And then the last thing to sell this day was on eBay. It was this Lucky Brand embroidered blouse. You've probably heard it from every reseller ever. Lucky Brand just does not do very well. So it sold for $15 plus $4.99 shipping. The fee was $2.94 and I paid $4.20 to ship this out. And then I made $12.85. And then the last day was the 18th on Mercari. I had these American Eagle floral mom shorts that sold. They sold for $21 after a fee of $3.01. I made $17.99. As I said before, American Eagle, you can make a pretty decent profit. And I do feel like Mercari, it sells quite a bit, or quite a bit more often, I guess. The next platform and last sale was eBay, and I had this Kish red open front cardigan. If you go back to my bins what sold, the first portion, second portion should be out this Saturday, this shoe portion, but the first portion had all of the clothing from the 100-pound bins haul that I got. This was in it. I wasn't really sure how it was gonna do. I got an $11 offer on it and I accepted plus $8.99 shipping. The fee was $2.81 and then I paid $7.73 in shipping and I made $9.45. And like I said, this was something that I picked up at the bins, so it was fairly cheap. Probably something I could have left behind, but I ended up making probably around $5 on it, so whatever. My gross sales for this week was $529.96. I had $125.18 in fees and shipping. And so I net $404.78, which is about $100 to $150 lower per week than what I'm shooting for. I think with the stimulus checks and taxes being used up, less people have money to spend. So I think sales are going to take a little bit of a dip over the next couple weeks, but already this week looks significantly better than last week sales wise. So let me know what sold for you guys, what's selling for you guys. Let me know if you were surprised by any of these sales, or if some of these things were things that you wouldn't have picked up that weren't worth the low sales price. So yeah, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I will be back, like I said, Saturday with my other half of the Bins What Sold video, and then next week planning on doing the same old thing again. So I'll see you guys later in my next video. Bye.